Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Center. So let's talk Wyoming Valley West baseball. Well, a guy who's tearing it up pretty good, Ryan Hogan, a junior on the Spartan baseball team. Ryan, talk about your season this year. It's been special not only for you, but the guys on the team as well.
Yeah, it's going well. We have a good season so far. We're 12-1, only one loss. We were kind of hoping to go undefeated, but we still won the conference, and we're still reaching our goal, and hopefully we could get that on Monday, Memorial Day at PNC, and win another district title.
Ryan, talk a little bit about your squad. As you mentioned, a lot of wins this year, but ups and downs in the sense of the Wyoming Valley Conference. There's been some teams that have kind of had that kind of season, but for you guys, it's mostly been ups. Talk about what you think has been working for you guys and why you guys are able to win so many ball games.
Pitching is definitely a factor. You know, we have three guys, Billy Gregory, Logan Zavada, Tyler Yankowski, which come out and win games for us and throw strikes. None of them have a loss this year. The only loss is actually me when I came in against Wyoming area, but you know, they all come out and throw well, and they keep us in the game. Our hitting's well. We batted, I think, about 320 as a team, so that's pretty good. And a lot of good hitters in the lineup who come out, knock runs in, get on base, and move everyone around and do their job.
Well, watching you guys practice, I mean, you'll focus in on something for a half hour, 45 minutes. Tell us a little about a typical practice with Coach Milius and the fundamentals and things that you guys keep doing and trying to make sure that you make every little play and make sure you take away the error, so to speak, and try to get that perfection down.
Yeah, we work hard. I wouldn't doubt it that we work harder than any other team in the league. You know, we put our hours in every day, rarely. Maybe like one off day a week, and that's about it. We work hard several hours a day between an hour-long fielding practice, warm-up, a little bit of outfield, and a very extensive infield. And you got to make the plays, and defense wins ball games, so we really stress that. After a typical infield practice, then we'll either do maybe some bunt coverages, some ABCs, some stuff like that. But if not, then we'll jump into hitting and hit for about an hour and a half or so. And we just keep going rounds and rounds and doing situational hitting, squeezes, all stuff like that, hitting the right, driving the ball up the middle, all the typical stuff. But we put our hours in. We go about 3 hours every day, maybe even more, and it shows on the field.
Ryan Hogan, a junior from Wyoming Valley West, joining us here on the John Mendola Show. Ryan, for you, behind the plate, tell us about having control of your defense and making sure you have control of your pitchers and just kind of being a leader out there, because you seem like you just have some natural leadership.
You know, catching, it takes a little bit of leadership. You know, if you don't have a voice, if you don't have kind of an edge on everyone and try to make sure everyone's in the right spot, doing what they have to do, and just kind of leading the team, you're not going to be a catcher, especially if you go to the next level. You need to have a voice. You need to be involved in everything. Let them know where people need to go, out, situations. It's a big responsibility, and you need someone to back you up, back the whole team up. And you know, it's a big part of the game, having a strong voice behind the play. And I feel like I do a pretty good job at it by keeping everyone in order, handling the pitchers. I know they have confidence in me, and I have confidence in them. We've been going for such a long time. I know all of them are very confident to throw to me, and know I'm going to give them a couple extra strikes a game, and I'll get it back from them.
Ryan, getting back to that defense, you mentioned the work ethic you guys have, and as you go through these playoffs, every game's going to be a little bit more important about the defensive part of it. Talk about how confident you are, whether it's a second baseman, a right fielder, anybody there on your team that's playing on the defensive side.
Now, we work hard. Everyone makes plays. I have confidence in everyone in our fielders that they're going to come out and they're going to make a good play between center field, right field, outfield, third, first, you name it. We're going to get the job done. We practice it long enough, and we know it's going to come out every day. We put the hours in, and we're confident in our abilities.
Ryan, you've been pretty confident in your ability with that bat. You're tearing it up. Tell us about, you're batting way up there as far as your average, and you're just ripping the ball. Tell us about all that work that you've put in over the summer at Legion and then the off-season and now here in the spring. The weather didn't cooperate, but it didn't matter for Ryan Hogan.
Yeah, I am having a very good year. I'm leading the league right now. I know I'm second in the state for quad A for average, something like that. But it's going really well. I have a lot of confidence this year compared to last year. Last year I was a little down. I didn't hit too well, not too high of an average. But this year I was really determined to come back and make a big impact on the team and try to get that batting title, just hit well for the team and try to drive runs in and hit situations. And it's going well. My confidence really soared this year, and every time I go up to bat, I genuinely feel like I'm going to get a hit and just try to come through for my team.
Ryan, for being such a young guy, obviously, a junior in high school, you have such a way about you. You sound like a coach. Tell us a little bit about that baseball IQ that you've developed over the years, whether it's through family or through your coaches that you have.
A lot of it just comes with playing. Playing is the best way to develop your baseball skills, like what's going on in it. And that's where your IQ comes from. And of course your coaches. Coach Milius has taught me a lot of things throughout my years of high school. Between my childhood coaches, my Legion coaches, they all helped me out and helped me learn that game a little bit better. And especially as a catcher, I think it kind of makes my leadership skills a little bit better, especially out on the field. But paying attention, playing the game right, and just playing a lot of games really helps your IQ.
That experience you guys had last summer, how valuable is that now as you guys are into the high school season? But what a great experience a lot of you guys were able to have last year with Legion.
Yeah, it was a fun summer. We won the state title, and that was a big deal. It was good. We were the first team from our WVC to win a state title. I forget how long. I didn't think we ever won one. I know it's the first time we made an appearance in some great amount of years, but it gives us that confidence. It's most of the same kids. We're missing a couple of kids from that team that are out of high school now, but we have the idea. We know we could do the same thing, but it's a different time of year. We try not to think about it. We try to move on and just focus on what's going on now, and hopefully we can win another state title and then continue to win another one in the summer.
Ryan, talk a little bit about your family support. Your brother, obviously a baseball player as well. He came through the ranks at Wyoming Valley West. Athletic family.
Yeah, my brother and I, we've been playing baseball since we were younger. Working together, and I looked up to him throughout the years. I got to play with him my freshman year and my sophomore year between at Valley West and then Legion. And it was fun, It's a good experience to play with him because, it's cool to get to play with his brother, especially when we were a freshman. I was batting third, he was batting fourth, so that was fun. It was cool to be a part of the same team with him. And, I look up to him as him in baseball, and we both get a little bit off each other.
Ryan, you made your college choice already. It came back in the fall. Tell us about where you're headed and why you decided on that school.
Yeah, back in September, I committed to St. John's University in Queens, New York, and I had a couple other different options to pick from, and the recruiting process happened a little early for me, and it was tough making that decision 2 years before I leave for school, a lot earlier than most kids have to make it, and I feel like my best opportunity to do well and succeed is going to be at St. John's. I was between there and Old Dominion. It was a very close race, but I feel between different advice I got from other people and just myself and the coaching staff at St. John's, just where I just want to be a part of that. They're a winning program, and I don't know. I just think that my best opportunity to win and hopefully make it to the next round of baseball, and that's being drafted, is a very good possibility if I go on that.
Well, Ryan, you've had a tremendous junior year with Wyoming Valley West. We wish you well over the summer with your future endeavors, and congratulations, and keep doing what you're doing.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for having me.
That is Wyoming Valley West junior Ryan Hogan, great baseball player here on the John Milius Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.